Hello, welcome everybody. How are you all? Hope you're all well. So we've got Fatima, Miss Ra, me, Eldonna, Kashish, Alexandra, Yvette, Alex, and Old Soul. And Ashley. Hi Ashley, how are you? How are you all? So Ashley, it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That gives me the first 10 for today. So there, happy Halloween, happy Samhain is in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're going into Beltane down here. But, of course, as most of you are in the Northern Hemisphere, the Halloween type decks or the Samhain type decks are what I'm using, or the darker decks anyway. So let's have a look at the free list. Let's put it in. It's no longer a pre-recorded video. Let's change the banner, of course. So don't forget to think about your questions. How, what, and why. How can you move forward on your journey? How can you improve your relationship? What do you need to know in regards to your relationship? How can I be the best I possibly can within my relationship? What's hidden within my relationship? What's hidden within my work job? Those are the sort of questions that are going to get you some great answers with the tarot. So here is the list so far. So Fatima, Miss Rack, and me. If you want to post in your questions. Now, if you guys post your questions in, please only post them once. So, hi, Sahana. I will add you to the list, but you'll have to be on the next lot. I've done the first 10, and you'll be in the next 5 after that. Sahana, so you will be added because the first 15 people. Right, Fatima. Remember, your questions are how, what, and why. How can I move forward on my journey? What's the best way for me to work through my process? You got to think about, you're not doing yes and no questions. You're not doing questions that start with have I, will I, should I, could I. You don't want those sort of questions. Yes and no questions don't really do very much with tarot. I could use a pendulum to do those answers. You really want to think about your question. Okay, so Fatima, Misrak, and me. Then I'll do Eldonna, Kashish, and Alexandra. Then I'll do Yvette, Alex, Old Soul, and Ashley. So you want to think about how you can move forward on your journey. What's the best way for you to move forward here? So those are the sort of questions you want to start with. How, what, and why. Okay, so I've got the first 3 questions here. Okay, Fatima, you've asked, have you met your futures? Okay, that's not really going to give you very much. I'm going to give you a yes and get a lot out of it. Let's have a look. What do you need to know about your future spouse? What do you need to know about your relationships? Let's have a look and see what information they're going to give you. Okay, the first thing they're asking is, what are you holding on to? Feels like you're holding on to an ideal. You're holding on to the possibility of a future spouse that you've met. Instead of just enjoying the journey, instead of just being in the now. So it's time to sort of let go. It's interesting because then you've got the Hanged Man, which is about looking at things from a different perspective. What are you sacrificing in waiting? Like you're in limbo, like you're just waiting around for that future spouse instead of getting on and living life. Okay, so you've got to think about your questions. You want questions that start with how, what, and why to really sort of get your thing. But you've asked, have you met your future spouse before? And it's sort of saying, well, it feels like you're holding on to this idea. Okay, you're holding on to this idea and you're waiting, you're in limbo. So you're not really moving forward in your life. You're not really allowing yourself to look at things from a different perspective. You're not allowing yourself to let go of that idea. You're not living your life to the fullest, Fatima. Okay, so it's time to start living, being in the now. Start looking at what you're sacrificing. Hi, YK. How are you? Yes, I'll add you in the next 5. After I've done this first 10, and then I'll add you in the next 5. Okay, so you're really holding on to something here. So really time for you to look at what are you sacrificing? Why are you feeling like you're in limbo? Okay, you need to take a moment. Okay, so that's why it's important to sort of think about your questions, about how you can move forward. How can you grow and develop? What's coming for you? Let's do the hocus pocus. It's one of my favorite now. One of my new favorites. Hocus pocus. What's coming for me this coming month? What's coming for me this coming month? Okay. Feels like you've got some wishes being fulfilled with the star here. Okay, I'm going to have to close that. Feels like, whoops. Wonder if that makes a difference. Not really. Trying to close skylights. Trying to make the space a bit darker. That's not really going to happen here. Might be because of the candle. Okay. No, that doesn't really make any difference either. Okay, so it's very much about being able to have your wish fulfilled. It feels like things are sort of starting to come into fruition. Feels like you're moving in the right direction, the right path, Ms. Rick. Feels like with a lot of contemplation and a lot of thought that you're moving in the right direction. Feels like things are quite positive for you. So your wish is being fulfilled. It does feel like things are coming through quite nicely for you. Okay, so the next lot of questions I'm looking for is, I've got Aldonna's there. So I'm looking for Kashish and Alexandra. Okay, Kashish and Alexandra as well, please. And Yvette, if you want to type in your question as well. How will things unfold between M and F? Okay, so what's going on with this relationship? Let's do the supernatural. You're welcome, Ms. Rick. How will things unfold between M and between me and F? So you want to know what lies ahead for you guys. What's the possibility between the two of you? How will things unfold? Okay, so the first card we have here is 9 of Bones. 9 of Bones tells us to just be patient. Don't be in a hurry with it. Just be patient. Just be patient with it all. It's interesting. It feels like the Hanged Man is going to be stalking us today. So it's very much about looking at things from a different perspective, maybe looking at things from different angles could be really important in this process. Don't try and just be really patient is what I get here with these cards here. Don't be in a hurry, just be in the now, just enjoy the moment for what it is, and just allow things to sort of develop naturally here. Feels very much, it does feel like you're sort of just sorry, it's important to look at things from a different perspective. I think you need to sort of just allowing yourself just to look at all the different possibilities between you, and just allow things to unfold organically here. Just be patient is what I'm getting with this, with the 9 of things here. Just be really important to be patient and just be in the now, enjoy the journey, adventure along the way. Okay, so Eldonna, you're next. And I've got Yvette's question. Thank you, Yvette, for typing in your question. So I'm looking for Kashish and Alexandra as well. And Alex. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Nigel Suckling. Right. Is there anyone that's going to help you with your difficult situation? Whoops. Who is going to help you with a difficult situation? Okay. Who's going to help? Okay, the first card we've got here is Page of Cups. Okay, so it's about, so you said sort of who's going to help you. And so you've got someone who's sort of quite dreamy, watery, quite emotional type of person. So here you've got this emotions coming into play here. Someone who's quite emotional, quite youthful energy. Oh, that was interesting. And we get 6 of Swords. So it does tell me that there's going to be a shift in your perceptions. There is going to be a shift, and you're not going to feel so that things are so difficult. It feels like you're moving into smoother waters here with the 6 of Swords. That's about moving into smoother waters here. So I do feel like someone that's quite, to get you into alignment here with the Page of Cups, gets you feeling like you're not so much of a out of your environment sort of thing, that you feel a bit more comfortable, that you feel a bit more in alignment, that everything's sort of coming together. But it does feel as though you've got someone who's quite youthful, who's quite dreamy, but also who's quite in touch with their emotions. It does feel like there's someone who's quite in touch with their emotions because of their youthfulness or because of their energy that's going to help you here. So that's really important here. Okay, so yeah, so just take a moment just to feel that, you know, things will move, things will shift, that things will get smoother. And there's definitely someone coming in who's quite young, but quite in touch with their emotions. Right, so I've got Yvette, Kashish, and then who have I got next? So I've got Kashish, oh, Alexandra I'm waiting for. Alexandra, Alex, then Old Soul, and then Ashley, and then I'll start with Sahana. Right, so I'm just going to do these just in the questions, the way that questions come through. So I will do everybody in that list. So what's coming up for you for the coming weeks? Let's do the occult. Yvette. What's coming up for you in the upcoming week? So what's happening in this week, the upcoming week for you? Okay, the first card we have here is the 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles tells me that something is happening. There is a gain to the situation. There is something coming in for you. Could be an opportunity. It's like someone is there's a new venture or a new possibility coming in, something creative, something that's going to give you a little bit of passion. Okay, with the King of Wands here. So it feels like for you coming up this week is like you're going to be offered something. You're going to be offered something new to take on board, to be able to come in. It does feel like you've got a gain. You've got some material gain, or you've got some to do with your wealth or finances. And the only reason why I say that is because of the King of Wands. Sort of tells me like there's something to do with money coming in, or there could be some sort of adventure. You know, not adventure, but a venture, like an opportunity coming into play for you this week. So what you do with it is totally up to you, of course, but it is a gain if that's what you wish to grab and bring into your life right now. So it does feel like you've got something positive coming in this week. A venture of some sort. So Kashish, you've got here. How should I make my relationship with my crush better? Oh, okay. How can you get closer? Let's use the Epic Tarot. Oops. I do not want to have that that way. Right. How should I make my relationship better? How can you guys get closer? What do you need to do to make things? Oh, it could be to do with a job then. Okay. Awesome. If you're applying for a job. Okay. Sounds interesting. Well, let me know, Yvette. It'd be interesting to know what job you get. So how should I make my relationship? Oh, that flew out. Landed on here. And the first one we've got is Ace of Books. Ace of Books is like Ace of Wands. So it tells us that there is a breakthrough. There's an understanding that comes from within yourself, comes through within your own energy. So it feels like you need to sit in silence. Sit still. Allowing yourself to think about things clearly. Thanks, Yvette. That'd be cool. So I think you need to really sit quietly and look at the allowing the understanding. I do feel like there's a new beginning in regards to the energy. There is definitely something new coming in here. So here we've got 5 of Spheres, which is like 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Spheres is very much about being a little bit being focused on trying to get warm, like you're trying to get things together here. It seems to be like your focus, instead of just allowing yourself to surrender and to move through the process here. I think there's very much about being still. Don't be too chaotic. I do feel like you've got new beginnings in regards to the relationship, in regards to the creative energy, the passion here. So it's very much about allowing yourself to sort of look deep within the situation here and allow yourself to be led into better space. Allow yourself to just follow, to go with the flow is what I want to say here. It's just to allow yourself to go through the flow. So to make a relationship better is just allowing yourself to be in the moment, be in the now. Okay, be in the moment, be in the now. And that's how you're going to get to allow yourself to get closer to him, to not try and force it. Don't try and force things. Okay, allow yourself the new beginnings, the new possibilities by just being in the now, allowing yourself to acknowledge where you are within the relationship. Okay, Kashish? Okay, so who have I got on the list that I'm waiting for here? Okay, this is the list, and I know who I've done. So I'm waiting for Alexandra. Alex, Old Soul. Alex and Old Soul, and then I'll start the next lot. Actually, I'll do you. I'm still waiting for a few from the previous list. You're welcome, Kashish. You're welcome. Okay, Ashley, let's have a look. What I'm going to do for you, let's do the Pocket Raincoat. Ashley, so what's going on with Norman? What's happening with Norman's thinking about you? What's happening with the relationship? What's going on here? Whoa. Okay, the card that flew out was Ten of Cups. Okay, so we know Ten of Cups is happy, family. So I just don't feel like you've got anything to worry about. I think it's time for just take a breath and not worry about things at the moment. Does talk about a sense you've got 10 of Cups straight away, and you've got 8 of Pentacles. It just feels like there's some things that need to be done. There's some closure. There's some things that need to be finished, but he does think of you in a positive light. Feels like there's a sense of completeness about it, a sense of wholeness. There's just some things that need to be finished. There's some things that need to be taken care of. Ashley. So it feels very positive, but there's just some things that need to be finished. You know, this is how he's thinking about you with the Ten of Cups. But there's just some things that need to be done here. So it does feel like there's a sense of completeness, family, happiness, contentment, satisfaction. All those things come into play with the Ten of Cups. So there's that hope with the rainbow there. There's that hope, that possibility of a connection, possibility of things sort of coming together emotionally. But there's just some things that need to be taken care of with the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles reminds us that things need to be finished, that tasks need to be done, that there's a need for closure. So I don't know what's going on from the past, but there's some stuff that needs to be done. Ashley, right. Okay, so let me have a look here. So right, so who haven't I done from the list? And then I'll do the next list. So I'm still waiting for. So who haven't had a reading from this list? Kashish, Alexandra, Alex, Old Soul. Welcome, Ashley. Right, so then I will do the next free list. So this is what I'm still waiting for. Some people that did the. So then the next list is. Okay, so let me just write up this next list. So is everyone still here? Sahana. Okay, why? Andrea. No. All right. Okay, so then I've got the next free list here. So, like I said, I'm still waiting for Alexandra, Alex, and Old Soul. Okay, so in the meantime, Sahana, YK, Andrew. Sorry, should be Andrea, not Andrew. Sorry. Let me fix this up. Keep typing. Okay, so that's next. Sorry, I'd like to make sure. Thanks, Old Soul. I'll do you next. Where does my... So, what's going on with this connection? Let's do... Silver Witchcraft. Where does your connection with Aries heading? What's going on with Aries? Where's the connection going? Okay, I just want to remind everybody that I'm only doing 2 cards for the free reading. Okay, you're only getting 2 cards for the free reading. So I'm going to talk about questions that are how, what, and why. And how can you improve your journey? What can you do to improve your life? What do I need to do to improve my relationship? Where's the connection going? Good question. How, what, and why, but where is also good. Where does my connection with Aries heading? Okay, so interesting. So we've got 10 of chalices again. So you've got 10 of cups. So you've got that sense of connection, happiness, contentment, satisfaction, hope. Everything's sort of there on a real positive level. Feels like things are moving in the right direction in regards to that. But there might be some things that weigh you down. Interesting, because you've also got 10 of wands. 10 of wands is maybe things that sort of weigh you down. There might be a lot of stress about it. Might feel like there's some burdens, some things that seem quite difficult. There may be some challenges in the relationship. Okay, but overall there's happiness and joy. There's that connection, that sense of completeness, that wholeness. So everything seems to be moving in the right direction, even though there may be some challenges. And how you choose to handle those challenges is how you're going to move forward, really. So overall there's going to be a lot of hope. There's a lot of possibility here. There's a lot of possibility, but it's all about how you choose to react when situations come up, when situations arise. Okay, so that's really important here, to really think about, yes, things are going to go really, really well. Yes, there'll be some challenges, but how do I choose to move through those challenges? How do I release those things that weigh me heavily? You know, what's weighing me down? What am I worried about? What am I concerned about in regards to the relationship? Why am I concerned? Why do I feel like I'm focused on what's weighing me down instead of allowing myself to just be satisfied, be happy, be in the moment? So just some things to think about there, Old Soul. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, Sahana. Now you're talking about a future spouse with things like this. Okay, now I want to just say something here. Now, if I do this type of reading, and I find Spirit doesn't really let me do these type of readings, because what it does is it stops you from living. So what can you do to get married in 2022? Don't allow you, or what, not what is going to look like, because then you're going to be too much wound up in what is actually going to look like. Yes, those readings can be done, but it does tie you into this moment. And I really don't, the only way I do that is if I use this deck here, Secrets of Language. Okay, and I'm just worried, Spirit gets a little bit worried about you being sort of wound up in just his physical appearance instead of enjoying the journey along the way. So you sort of asked a lot of questions here. You've asked, will you get married? And then you've asked what your future spouse appearance. And I'm only doing 2 cards. So it's not really going to give us a lot of information here. So what I'm going to do is going to ask Spirit, what does Sohana need to know in regards to future spouse? You know, the thing is, will you get married in 2022? And the answer could be no. And so there's not going to be that thing. But it's just like, let's have a look. What do you need to know about getting married in 2022? Okay, so let's have a look. First one is, okay, we've got Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles tells us that it's a young man. He could be, it's very slow, but he could be very earthy, a very earthy type of character here. Okay, so you're looking at someone who's very earthy, down to earth. Okay, but it's going to be a long journey. I don't feel like you're going to get married. No, it's going to be some battles. There's going to be some conflicts, some challenges to the situation. So I don't feel like you're going to get married in 2022. Okay, so no, it doesn't feel as though things are going to quite work out. There are going to be some challenges. Of course, it depends on how you get through those challenges, but it's definitely a long journey here. And if you're talking about your future spouse, then you're talking about someone who's very down to earth, who's quite doesn't rush things, who's quite takes his time, so won't be rushing to get married. Here, feels like there's some battles, there's some challenges here. So no, I'm not really getting any information in regards to what he's actually going to look like in regards to all that. I'm not in that's not type of the readings that I do. But what I can give you is no, I think there's going to be some challenges. It's definitely going to be some conflicts in regards to getting married in 2022. Right. So let me see, who haven't I done a reading from the list? So Andrea, why? Oh, sorry. Why? We just need your question. And Andrea. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Would you have a romantic spark? Let's do the Santa Muerte Tarot. Okay, so let's have a look here. What's going on between Remy and Y? No worries, Sohana. I was just trying to give you the best that you can possibly. I really want to give you all the best possible reading. Oh, all about Maine. Thank you. I've got a donations to do coming up. So why? If I meet Remy, could we have a... So I'm just waiting for all about Maine's question. If I meet Remy, will we... So what's going on here? Oh, card that flipped out. Oh, 2 cards flipped out. Right. So the two cards, the first card is the moon. The moon tells us that you're moving into the unknown. It's unknown. It's uncertain here. Now, 10 of Swords is about things ending. So it could be short-lived. Okay, you're moving into the unknown, but you've got the 10 of Swords here. And 10 Swords tells us that it's final. So I do feel like it might be short-lived. Why? So if you meet Remy, it could be short-lived. It could be you're moving into the unknown and there's some things that are ending, things that are final here. So it could be short-lived as you move into the unknown. Okay, so while I wait for Y's question, all about Main's question. Hi, Bart. How are you? Yeah, maybe. Totally up to you, Y, what you do with it, of course. Just feels very short-lived. It feels like, you know, you're moving into the unknown. It's uncertain, but yeah, totally up to you. So I'm just waiting for all about Main's here. So while I do that, I'm just waiting for, just going to do Andrea's question. Oh, that's good, Bart. That's good. I've been taking a lot of me days, Bart. That's why I haven't been in Tarot Oracle's chat. I've been taking a lot of me days, trying to take care of me. Weather's certainly getting warmer here in New Zealand. For those that don't know, I'm in New Zealand, by the way. Okay, Andrea. Okay, so you're asking what's going on with Brandon. Is he going to contact you? Let's have a look. What's going on with Brandon? Will he contact Andrea soon? Let's have a look. Okay, we've got Knight of Pots, which talks a little bit about romance and news. So it does talk about, there could be a little bit of romance, little things coming in. We've got a bit of a dreamer here, a bit of a dipping his toes in. So it feels like he wants to contact you. It does feel like he's going to dip his toes in. He's going to sort of, but I don't know whether he'll go full hog, whether he'll sort of dive deep into the situation. He's quite dreamy. He might get distracted. I think he gets distracted easily. That's sort of what I'm getting here, is that he's a bit of he dreams big. He's, I do feel like he's going, like he wants to. He's got that he's got the romance. You've got the romance. You've got that connection, the news coming. I feel like he's ready to, but then I feel like he's not quite dipping his toes in. He's a bit of a, it might not be straight away is what I'm saying. I think he will contact you, but I don't think it's as soon as you think it is. I think that you need to be a little bit more patient. Just wait a little bit. I feel like he's not quite ready yet. With the King of Pots tells me that he's not quite ready yet. He's thinking about it. He's, you know, he's thinking about you. He's got that connection. But he's not quite ready just yet. I do feel like he will contact you, but maybe not as quickly as you expect. Okay, so just get on with life. Just take it, go out and do what you need to do. And okay, so I am waiting for all about Maine, which always takes a moment to get through. Let's have a look here. It might help if I... Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. So just, don't sit by the phone, Andrea, is what it's sort of saying. Sort of like, don't sit by the phone. Okay, so So I've sort of said, so I'm making sure that Alexandra, so whoever hasn't had a reading from me, can you make sure you type your question in once? And if you've typed your question in once, I'll do the reading after I've done all about mains. Yep, Rhonda, if you just type your question in once. Nino and Gary. Nino and Gary, if you just type your question in once, that'll be great. Thank you. The reason why is I'm just waiting for some questions here. So I just feel like I'm waiting for Alexandra. You know, there's a few people that haven't typed in their questions. Oh, hi, All About Maine. How are you? You're here. Just need your question, All About Maine. Just been waiting for your question. I'm great. Just a little bit warmer today, which is cool. And I'm waiting for a new tarot cloth to come in. I'm also waiting for Cats Rule the Earth tarot and Original Dog tarot. And I've got Lord of the Rings tarot coming and Siddhartha tarot. I'm still just waiting for the promotion. Money for the week ahead outside my jobs. Oh, so what's happening financially? It's a bit Lana, yeah. So Rhonda, I'll do your question after I've done All About Maine's donation one. So what's happening financially for you? Let's do, what are we going to do for you today? Let's do the occult tarot with the fallen angels. Ooh. Okay. So what's happening with money, with finances this week? Outside of work. I do not want to see them fall down. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a crystal oracle to this one here. Just got told. Add crystal. Right, okay. So crystal one seems important. So let's add. Whoa! That jumped out straight away. So I don't know what that one is. So put that there. Now, one thing I do want to say, thank you to All About Maine, because she is one of my supporters. Now, All About Maine, you do know about my memberships, don't you? That you can get, for as little as $3 a month, you can get a free reading every month too, by the way. Just want to let you guys know that for as little as $3 a month on Ko-Fi, you get one free reading every month. Okay? For as little as $3 a month, you get a free reading every month. Just want to let you know. Something to think about. Okay, so what's ahead for you in regards to money outside work? I thought I'd better let you guys know. I suddenly realized all about Maine, that you're donating quite a, all the time to me. And I just thought I'd put it out there. Yep. And you'll get lots of other previews on Ko-Fi. So yeah, check out the memberships, all about Maine. Right. Okay. So you just be careful. You've got the devil card to start with here in regards to finances. Just be careful about temptations. It's not going to be a quick buck. Is what I just got there. It's not going to be a quick buck. Don't be very careful of temptations for that quick buck. Okay, we've got Six of Swords. So Six of Swords, of course, is that movement forward into the unknown. It feels like you're leaving behind those temptations. Just be careful of those temptations. Be careful of being chained to a situation in regards to the money. Okay, so yeah, for moving forward, okay, into something a bit smoother. Good fortune coming in. Does tell us that things are moving in the right direction. It feels like there's life's ups and downs, of course, but things are sort of moving into a much more positive light. Feels like things are sort of moving in the right direction. Success, Six of Wands with success and victory. So it does tell me that as long as you can be careful about not that quick buck type of quick temptations or anything like that, and allows yourself the life's ups and downs and moving forward, I feel like you're going to have success as you move ahead. Success and victory. It's really about looking at all your options that are available to you. Look at all the things that are available to you. Look at things from a different perspective is quite important here. But I do feel like things are going to work out for you as long as you're not going to do that quick. Don't do that quick temptation there. See, again, I get that danger of loss. Be careful. I think that's to do with temptation. So you've got money here, you've got something going on. Just be careful. I feel like someone's going to try and tempt you into something that's not good. So just be aware of that. And I think you're going to be okay. You're going to be successful and move through that process. But just be careful with the temptation here. And the card we have is Soul Healing with Tangerine Quartz. Okay, soul healing. So to do with the finances side of things can be a very soul healing experience. Maybe you need to do a little bit of soul searching, soul healing within yourself in regards to your connection to the money aspect in some way. I don't know what that means, but let's have a little look and see what the card says. 15. Soul healing, tangerine quartz, soul healing, past life healing, creativity, tangerine quartz, quartz, and optical calcite. Tangerine quartz is a powerful tool for healing the soul. It is said to help with any trauma or shock of any kind, soul retrieval, and past life healing. It can show the soul how to see the positive in the lessons it learns. Shamans believe that when we experience trauma or shock, or part of our soul fragments or remains stuck in that time of our life, if you have ever felt you haven't been the same since a certain event happened in your life, it could be a good opportunity to journey back to that event and bring that part of your soul home. Sometimes we can be reliving our past life energy as well. Generally, if you keep doing something or a certain situation keeps happening and you have no idea why, it can indicate past life healing is needed. Working with a shaman can help you in this situation, as can calling on the healing energy or spirit of tangerine quartz. Tangerine quartz will help the soul heal and understand the lesson or gift in each trauma or learning experience. Tangerine quartz is also a beautiful aid to help with creativity and raising kundalini energy, which are both healing activities for the soul that allow you to release blockages and nurture yourself. Okay, all about Maine. What I want you to do is just take a nice deep breath and we'll just send through this healing for you. Oh, there's a lot of healing energy being sent. If you're ready to receive. Whew. Okay, is there anything else that needs to be done? Nope. So if you're ready to receive that healing all about Maine, it's just sitting there in the universe waiting for you to take hold of it. So yeah, I do think you just need to be aware. I do think someone's going to try and tempt you. Someone's going to sort of come in and just be careful you don't sort of repeat old habits, or I just don't know what's going on there, but I do feel like you'll move through the process though. I think now that you're aware that you're going to move through the process, and it does bring a sense of success to your finances outside of work. So I don't know what that is. Oh. And by the way, the fallen angel was Shax, S-H-A-X. Yeah, so all about Maine. As you're doing readings regularly, I just thought I'd let you know that for $3 a month, you can get a free reading every month with that $3. Plus, you get a lot of exclusive content. You get some previews, you get some downloads, you get all sorts of exclusive content, discounts with the readings, and all sorts of bits and pieces there. And you do get a shout out on the thing. Oh, if you just go into, let me just get the link for you in regards to memberships. Let's have a look here. If you just go into, let's have a look. Go into my page, might help. And I just go membership here. If you just go into the Ko-Fi page and you just go into the membership thing here, and then you can join, or even on the first page. Let's have a look. Membership. Oh yeah, it does work there. So let me just connect. Let me just go into share screen. Let me share the screen with you, and I'll do this here. Here we go. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so here you can see with the Ko-Fi page, and you've got your one-time buy a soya latte or go into membership. And if you go into membership, you've got the introduction level, okay, which is just inclusive posts. You get previews and things like that, and you get discounts, okay. But if you go into Silver Moon, then for $3 a month, you'll get your free readings. You'll get each month a quick 1-question tarot reading available through direct messages, video, whatever you want to do. You can get a private, unlisted video, YouTube live. You can, get exclusive. You join the community, social media shout outs, and exclusive shop items, of course. And then, of course, there's the $10 one as well. So you can do it through there. And here it says become a member, choose a membership level here. With private messages, exclusive content, social shout out, and join the community. Or click along here to membership and do it this way. Let's see if I can put in this link. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Thanks, all about Maine. I just thought you might as well take the best advantage of, you're paying regular. If you're paying the regular money, you might as well get something out of it, as well as all the extras. So yeah, let's stop sharing that. Okay, so hi Celie, how are you? So don't forget, $3 a month, you guys get a free reading every month. Not a problem. Plus you get all the extras, all the discounts, all the free downloads, all sorts of bits and pieces. Right, let's get back into the readings. Let's do the last few readings that are here. So if you're here, oh, not what I wanted to do. Oh, I just did the reading there. Okay, so if you're here and want a reading, right, so if everyone's here, wants a reading, please just type your question in once. Right, Rhonda, I've got your reading, so I'll do that here. So this is the last few because I'll be ending soon. So whoever's here gets a reading in the moment. So let's do this. What's coming up for Rex and yourself? So let's have a look. Let's do Hocus Pocus. Whoops, Epic, I don't want. Supernatural, don't want. Let's do Hocus Pocus. So whoever's still here, if you guys want a reading and haven't had one, please make sure you pop in your questions so I can do them quickly while we just finish ending thing. What's coming up for Rex and myself, and will we be together? What's coming up for Rex and myself, and will we be together? What's going on here with this relationship? What's going on here, Rhonda? Let's have a look. First one we have here is the Nine of Candles. Nine of Candles tells us to sort of keep going, perseverance. We may have been hurt in the past, but it's time for us to sort of don't give up. A sort of a don't give up type of energy. Just allow yourself to be in the moment. Here you've got King of Pumpkins. King of Pumpkins tells us that there's opportunities that are arising within the relationship. Does tell me that there are opportunities. It's really about how you choose not to give up. What are you focusing on here every day when you get up out of bed in regards to Rex? It's what are you focusing on in regards to this situation? Here we've got the sense of sort of not giving up, sort of allowing us to look at what are we actually focusing on, what's what's coming up for Rex and yourself. Will you actually be together? Well, it just tells me here that it's not to give up, to look at the alignment, to think how things are actually going on within the relationship, to really look at the situation. King of Pumpkins does tell us that there's opportunities arising within this situation. So there could be a situation that arises. So maybe it's about just taking a breath for a moment. Take a breath. Don't force things to happen. It's not about forcing things to happen. It's not even about taking a situation here. Very much about just allowing things to just don't give up. It just says persevere with the Nine of Candles here. And the King of Pumpkins tells us that there's opportunities arising. So something's going to happen. It does feel like there's an opportunity that arises for you to be together. But what you do with it is totally up to you. And Rex, remember, you can't control what other people think and do. It just does talk about just not giving up on the situation, that opportunities may arise in the situation. Okay, Svetlana. So if there's any other questions that need to be answered, now is the time to pop them in. If you wanted a reading from me and haven't typed in your question, can you please type in your question now before I finish up, please? Okay, so what's going on here? Let's do the writer, Charity. Next actions from V. Is he actually going to contact you? What's going to happen here? So you guys, if there's any questions that need to be answered, please make sure you've popped your question in, because I can't answer it unless questions in the chat. Because I'm finishing up soon, so I'm just waiting for the last few questions. I'm a little bit longer than, like I said, it'd be an hour. Right, what's happening from V? What's next action from V towards you? Is he going to contact you, Svetlana? Let's have a look. Okay, the card we have here is King of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of analysing of the situation. Feels like there's a lot of thought going into it. Yep, that's cool. Rabia, yep. Just type in your question. Please just type in your question, please. Even if you're not on the list, just type it in. Because I'm just finishing up the last few, whoever's here. Because some people didn't come, have left, didn't type in their questions. So the next card I got was Page of Wands, which tells us that there's a very youthful, energetic type of energy coming in, a message coming in. So it does tell me with a message coming in that there is contact. So there is contact. It does feel like he's thinking a lot about you. He is doing a lot of thinking. He's doing a lot of analyzing. And then you've got the message card. So yes, he is going to contact you at some stage. Not sure when, but there's definitely contact. Okay, so he is thinking about you. There's a lot of thoughts, analyzing the situation with whatever's going on. But there is that message. There is that contact with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands straight away was contact there. Okay, so hi, I'm just doing the last through. I'm just wrapping up the end here, so I'm just waiting to see what the last few questions are. Okay, so I'm going to use the Epic Tarot here. What will be your future as a model? What's going to be as a model? Life as a model. What's happening with Sabrina as a model? You're welcome, Svetlana. Take care. Okay, future life as a model. Let's have a look. First card we have here. Oh, Star. It says letting your true self shine through here. It does talk about a wish being fulfilled. And you've got 8 of Cups. But of course you'll be walking away. You'll be in the moment. But there will be a time that you'll have to walk away from it. Okay, Sabrina, I do feel like you might be in the moment, that things might work out, you know, might have your wish fulfilled, but I do feel like you're going to be walking away from that situation at some stage. I do feel like you'll walk away from being a model at some stage. You will walk away from it. But it does talk about being a star, being in the moment, a wish fulfilled. But there is that sense of walking away from the situation. Okay. So I'm just waiting for the last few questions, and then I'm out of here. Okay, Suleiman's, let's do supernatural. What's going on here? Okay, deep feelings. He didn't wish you a happy birthday. So what's going on with it? Why was there no birthday wishes? What's going on with Suleiman? So what's going on here? What's going on with Suleiman? Okay. It's interesting here, because we got the 4 of pentagrams. Okay, 4 of pentagrams, 4 of pentacles, depending on what deck you're using, of course, but it's all about holding on to something. So I feel like he's holding on to something. Suleiman is holding on to something, that, which is why he didn't wish you happy birthday. Feels like he's not I think you need to look below the surface. I think there's more to the story, put it that way. I think there's some stuff going on in his own life, why he didn't wish you happy birthday and you didn't message him. I feel like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. There's more stuff happening. There's more to the story, put it that way. You know, I think you need to look below the surface. I think you need to look a little deeper at what's going on for him. It was why Suleiman didn't message you in regards to your birthday. I do feel like there's some other stuff going on to the situation. I do feel like he's holding on to some stuff. He's dealing with some stuff. He's not able to let go of something. And it might have absolutely nothing to do with you, Rabia. It might have absolutely nothing to do with you, but there is some stuff going on that he's dealing with, which is why he hasn't wished you a happy birthday. It's not all about you, put it that way. Okay, so any last reading here? So any last questions? So any last questions, and then that's it. Okay, so why is Leo upset with you? Let's do the occult tarot. Why is Leo upset with you? You're welcome, Rabia. You're welcome. Okay, why is Leo upset with you? Let's have a look, gorgeous. Let's have a look. Why is Leo upset? What's going on here? Okay, we've got 3 of Pentacles. It's interesting because the words I sort of got was a bit of a jealousy here, or to do with skills and your abilities. Okay, I just feel like he might be a little bit upset about your skills and your abilities. Feels like he wants that in his life. With the 7 of Pentacles, he's thinking about what he wants in your life, and he feels like you've got it. It's interesting here with the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. I do feel like he's trying to look at what he wants in his life, what he wants to bring into his life, and it feels like that you've got it, that you've got your skills and your abilities, you've got your talent, you've got your support. Could be to do with support with the 3 of Pentacles here. 3 of Pentacles can be about support of other people. So I don't know if that makes sense or that resonates in any way. So I do feel like there's a jealousy aspect to it all. I don't know if he even realizes he's aware of it. I don't even know if he's aware of his jealousy, but I do feel like it's there, bubbling under the, I want to say bubbling under the surface in some way. There is a sort of a jealousy, and I don't know whether it's because you've got a lot of support around you, or you've got a lot of skills and you've got a lot of abilities, or things seem to be going your way, and it feels like things are not really going Leo's way. Things are not really going their way. They're not getting what they want out of life, and it feels like you know, he sees you with having everything. That sense of expansion, that growth when I think of threes. Yeah. Feels like things are sort of moving in. You've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of people around you. You've got the skills. You've got the abilities. You've got the, I feel like everything's sort of moving in the right direction for you. And I do feel like he's sort of a bit, he would like that in his life, but he doesn't know how to achieve it. He doesn't know how to achieve it. So that's might be why he's upset with you. I don't know whether he's trying to hurt you. I don't know whether it's, I think it's about himself. I don't think it's actually about you and himself. I think it's more about him. It's more about Leo. It's more about how Leo feels about himself, about themselves. So yeah, just some things to think about there in regards to that. Okay, so just, you know, you can't control them. Yeah, I think you just got to get on with your life. Get on with your own life, gorgeous. I think it's time for you to sort of think about yourself. Get on. Don't worry about how Leo. You can't control how Leo feels. You can't control how Leo acts in a situation. So it's like, oh, their choice, you know. And so it's time for you to sort of focus on you. Maybe it's time for you to focus a little bit on yourself. Let's do a little bit of aura healing here. Basically, it's time for me to quit, of course, because I have been, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Drop all the incense. Ash. There we go. Let's just throw in an incense there. Yeah. So I think, gorgeous, yeah, just take care of you. So just a reminder to everybody, with the Ko-Fi, for as little as $3 a month, you can get a free reading every month. For $3 a month, you get a free reading, plus you get, you're welcome, you're welcome, gorgeous, you're welcome. So don't forget on Ko-Fi that you can, what can I say? You can get some exclusive discounts. You can get some previews of videos and things like that, some exclusive content. But you can also get a free reading every month for as little as $3 a month. So, yeah, just to let you know. So that's it from me. Thank you. I don't think there's any more questions. Some people didn't type in their questions that I said I'd do readings for. That's why I've done the extras, because some people didn't type in their question like I asked. So let's just finish up. What do I want? That one there.